Alright, welcome back. We are starting right where we left off, helping out the thieves here. And so, we got, it's a flag, and so here we go.
Ezio, they said you were coming, but I did not believe it. The Cento Occhi have challenged us to a brawl. Little risk for them since they have greater numbers, but they will not be expecting you. They will arrive soon. Ready yourself.
A clash of interests. A brawl is about to begin. Teach the Centro Orco a lesson. Survive the fight without any thieves being killed. Alright, let's take care of business.
After him! Hurry!
Okay, well, we did that without any thieves being knocked out. Once we loot everybody, we can head to the next quest.
Ezio Auditore, Perdiana. I have heard stories about your speed. Let us see if you can match mine.
Up to speed. Defeat the upstart thief at his own race. Complete the course in under 60 seconds. Alright, well, we'll see how we can do. Alright. So we'll have about 30 seconds left if we do it just right. Already off to a bad start, but if we do it in the next 5 seconds, we should be okay. Oh, perfect, okay. That was the last one. It did have an arrow. Alright, and we go to our next quest.
Ezio, you must have my brother, Aldo. Those banditti took him. Please, he only picks pockets. He has never harmed anyone.
Lost Pup. Rescue Aldo from Cento Occhi gang. Alright. Kill the crossbowmen before they kill Aldo.
Kill him!
There's one down. At least he dropped a crossbow. The guards don't seem to be affected by my smoke grenades this time. Let's see, I got one more. Let's use it. Okay, it did not affect the guards for some odd reason. Oh, this is taking too long. Get rid of these guys. Come on, dude, die. Okay, your turn. You were untied the whole time?
Grazie a Dio! Grazie a Dio!
Well, not too many people call Ezio that, but I guess whatever. Alright. These thieves usually have a lot of stuff and money on them. Alright, going to our next quest. Little data entry here. The Caserma di Alviano. Used by Bartolomeo until 1503, his barracks became a training ground for mercenaries until they fell into disrepair and were leveled to make way for the enlarging city. The spot was marked for memorial in 1960, but no one was quite sure where the barracks were actually located, so the idea was scrapped in favor of a park, which was in turn scrapped in favor of a fast food restaurant. But that means we gotta go talk to Bartholomew, probably.
Ezio Auditore! Come in, come in! I'll kill you if you don't.
Bartolomeo.
Wait here. You have to meet my wife. Fantasilea! Fantasilea! Where is she?
Did you check behind the table?
Ah, here she is.
Lieta di conoscervi.
Charmed. Truly.
Now, we talk about war.
How was the fight against the French?
Bene. My men are holding their own.
Machiavelli seemed to think things were more difficult.
You know Machiavelli.
Abbiamo bisogno del vostro aiuto!
Scusatemi. Throw me Bianca.
Ezio, let me get straight to the point. The fight is not going well. We have been attacked on both sides. Borgia on one, French on the other. But know this. The Borgia position is weak. If you can defeat them, we can concentrate our forces on the French front.
I think I know a way to help. Thank you for disclosing this to me, Madonna d'Alviano.
It is the least a wife can do to help her husband.
Between a rock and a hard place, eliminate the Borgia captain, sending his troops to attack the barracks so the mercenaries can focus entirely on the French assault. Kill only the Borgia captain for full synchronization. I did say Bartholomew, I think, but yeah, Bartolomeo. Bartolomeo di Alviano. Date of birth 1455, profession condottiero. Born in the town of Alviano in central Italy, Bartolomeo grew up to be a clever and resourceful soldier after spending several years in Venice, during which he aided Ezio Auditore in his campaign against Silvio Barbarigo and Dante Moro at the Arsenal. Bartolomeo joined the Orsini family in 1496 to fight against the Pope and Cesare, who were attempting to seize Orsini territory. A few years before Cesare had him killed, the Pope's eldest son, Juan Borgia, the Duke of Gandia, waged an inept campaign against them. At one point during the siege of Bacciano, Bartolomeo sent an ass out of the gates with a sign around its neck reading, "Let me go, for I am an ambassador to the Duke of Gandia." The letter roped to its tail contained further insults. After this victory at Bresciano, Bartolomeo moved to Rome and remarried. Yes, Pantasilea Baglioni was not Bartolomeo's first wife. Oddly enough, he originally paired up with his nominal doppelganger, Bartolomea Orsini, who died during the Borgia assault in 97. He married Pantasilea the same year and immediately became entangled in a battle with the French faction of Cesare's army, led by the Baron de Vallos. Just goes to show that wives may come and go, but battles are forever. At the end of 1503, Bartolomeo left Rome after being hired by Ferdinand II of Spain to help the Spanish army defeat the French and seize the Kingdom of Naples. The following year, he defeated Maximilian I, the Holy Roman Emperor, taking Trieste and Gorizia. Impressed, Venice elected him to the office of Governor General. Everything was coming up roses for Bartolomeo until the disastrous Battle of Agnadello in 1509, when he disobeyed orders to avoid combat and directly attacked the French army. The battle was lost, Bartolomeo was captured and wounded by the French, and the Venetians lost Lombardy, a province it had taken them 800 years exertion to conquer. Furious, Venice refused to help Bartolomeo despite his claim that the French commander had stolen a priceless Venetian artifact which he was attempting to rescue. Bartolomeo was kept in French prison until 1513, but the French, as we all know, are very forgiving. He was sprung from jail to fight for them, managing to defeat the Swiss within only 300 men in 1515. Later this same year, once restored to his former glory as general of the Venetian army, he was killed besieging Brescia. Venice welcomed his body home with a grand ceremony and buried him in the church of Santo Stefano. Pantasalia Baglioni, DOB, 1476, profession, she's Bartolomeo's wife. Although she may look harmless, she comes from a long line of fierce fighters. The Baglioni rulers of Perugia had been at war with the Odi family for some time, and skirmishes in the squares of the city became an almost daily occurrence. At one point, the cathedral was used as a barracks. In 1500, during the marriage of Astore Baglioni, the Odi attacked, killing the groom and several others. The Baglioni counterattacked, and several of the Odi were murdered. The marriage party became a massacre. Pantasilea was a product of that rough environment. She was smart, unafraid, and tough. And unlike her husband, she had tact. Pantasilea was known for sharp strategizing whenever that girl encounters resistance, like the waters of the Tavir. She changes course until she has that for which she came. Now she has you. May you both be better for it, wrote Doge Agostino Barbarigo after learning of Bartolomeo and Pantasilia's marriage in 1498.
Back! Get back! Please, just leave me be. I'm not a part of the
Alright, that was a good kill. Now, we should deal with the Borgia Tower. Oh gosh, and it's way over there. Almost surrounded by, like, a moat, and it's on an island. Alright, well, it'll take some time to get there, so let's just skip to it. Get this viewpoint. Light this baby up. And with that, we can head on back and talk to Bartolomeo and his wife.
Ezio! We sent those luridi codardi running for the hills!
Yes, we did.
Now that the Pope's dogs have fled, I will be able to draw more men to the fight. But first I want to reinforce our barracks.
Who will take care of this?
I'm no good with these things. You are the educated one. You approve the plans.
Va bene. But in return, I need to know Ceaser and Rodrigo's every move. Can your men keep track of them for me?
Of course.
Alright, let's talk to the architect and get this place up to shape. Renovating Bartolomeo's barracks will allow the mercenaries to have more prominent presence in Rome, aiding the fight against the Borgia. And yes, upgrade. I actually do like this cool little upgrading scene with the scaffold around and the actual building of the building. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet.
Isn't she a thing of beauty?
Very impressive.
More men join us every day. It has become very competitive, which is just the way I like it. As you can see, this board shows the ranks of our top warriors. Prove your skills, and you will move up the list.
Shouldn't I already be at the top?
Jan's fighting downstairs.
If you're looking to show off, we also have fights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got money on this match.
Where is Bartolomeo?
At the fight downstairs.
He has such an aggressive view of the world. However, strategy is equally important. Take these carrier pigeons, for example. Each one sent from Machiavelli bears the name of an important Templar in Roma. Eliminate them, and you will have more of an impact than a battle ever could.
Thank you, Madonna. Can you ask Bartolomeo to come see me at Isola Tiberina with a report about Ceaser and Rodrigo's whereabouts?
He will be there.
Yep, assassination contracts. That's what we all want to see. Let's go back inside and see what all these fights are about first.
Madonna, has Machiavelli sent word?
Yes. The pigeons deliver the names of key papal agents. The Jubilee has brought pilgrims to Roma, their money taken by the church in exchange for absolution. Threats of damnation terrorize those reluctant to pay. The agents' collections go directly to Cesare.
I will make money the least of their worries.
Alright, well, now we can head downstairs and check out these fights, I guess. I didn't know that she had anything to say.
Show my men what you can do!
Alright, well, we can actually bet on these fights, but then we have a time limit to complete them. And I finish them just in time. I only finish a couple of them, but I want to show you this one. And with that, you know, we can put our name on the board and whatnot. I might do that a little later off the recording, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of a cool little side deal. I don't do too much of those things, but anyways, we'll get to these carrier pigeons and deal with assassination contracts. Two's company. In an attempt to scare the citizens of Roma, the Borgia have hired two notoriously cruel guards to beat up anyone they see, remove them from the streets to give the people hope. Niccolo. Kill both targets with your hidden blade for full safety. Alright, well, let's go and find these two guards and get rid of them. Do I ever read this? They said beat up, not shoot. Okay, here's the second one. Minding his own business, doing some stairs, getting a good workout in. He's all alone because if he sees anybody, he's going to beat them up. And perfect. That takes care of that. On to the next one. Surf's turf. Farmers have a hard enough time turning a profit in these times of war, but Romans must deal with the Borgia taking their hefty share. Put an end to this injustice. Signed it, Niccolo. Okay, here we go. Come on. Okay, there's one. Two. That guy's not even one. Where is he? I don't know, I can't tell. That's one of them for sure. Okay, and come at me, bro. Okay, and two more. Oh gosh, there we go. Come on, dude. One more. And you're done. That took a long time. Well, yeah, okay, that's why. Because I killed those 3 guards initially, which, yeah, wasn't specific. And 3's a crowd. Cesare hopes that our rebels will stumble into his line of fire. His expert gunmen wait, instructed by their master to shoot unsavory targets on sight, blind them to further our cause. Niccolo, kill the 3 targets within 2 minutes. Alright, we'll do our best. Looks like one's pretty close by. There's one. There's no timer, but... Second one. Third. Super far away. And 3. Fourth one's a little bit farther. Hopefully we can make it in time. Gosh, that's gonna take some time. And 4. Alright, we got it. It said 3 targets, but there were 4. Alright, tactical correction. Cesare has called one of his chief tacticians back to Roma. He is a valuable asset. So the Captain General has provided a horse and an escort. I suspect neither will be a problem. Niccolo, finish the memory within 2 minutes. Alright, well, let's head there. I need you off your horse so that I can run away and I can deal with you guys. It's 1. Come on, let this thing work. And killed. And killed. I did this one before, and one of the guards ran through that little barrier that prevents us from going into the next section. So I kind of know what to do here. And while traveling, we get this, which popped up for about 2 seconds. The Aqua Marcia. This impressive system was the longest of the 11 Roman aqueducts, running a staggering 91 miles. Built between 144 and 140 BCE, the aqueduct was named for its creator, Praetor Quintus Marcius Rex. Yeah. It was maintained and even expanded for the better part of 200 years, but typical of any free public service by Nero's reign, so many people siphoned water out of it for personal use. The flow was barely a trickle by the time it arrived in the city. Making my way downtown, I went and started to get the faction building. Since we kind of went through all three of the factions, I started to buy up the faction buildings. I decided to make this one the Thieves faction. And then I just kind of alternated from there. And we see that it's all fixed up. It's got some green curtains and banners and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. And here's the other ones. I'm going to put this one as the Mercenaries faction. And when this one's all renovated up, we see blue banners and curtains, and it's about the same. And then this one, of course, goes to the courtesans. I think that this one's kind of the only different one, but only in a slight way. They have like flowers outside the window, and that's about the only difference. And now back to our quests.
Machiavelli, we must talk.
Yes. I secured something of great worth from one of my contacts. We now have the names of several Templar agents Cesare has recruited to terrorize Roma.
How do I find them?
I can give you a general location. I suggest looking for signs of distress nearby. Perhaps you will uncover citizens who can point you in the right direction. My contact will continue searching for more names.
This information came from a city guard.
Yes. How did you know?
Lucky guess. Grazie.
Claudia, Bartolomeo, and La Volpe are waiting for you inside. I can't imagine how you did it.
Virtù, Machiavelli.
Virtù?
What have you discovered?
That bastardo Cesare is in the Castello Sant Angello with the Pope.
My spies tell me that the apple has been secreted to someone for a study. I am working on determining his identity.
Caterina will be moved to the prison within the Castello next week.
Bene. So the Castello it is. Roma will heal quickly with Cesare and Rodrigo gone.
Only if the opportunity to assassinate them arises will I take it.
Do not repeat your mistake in the vault. You must kill them now.
I'm with Machiavelli, Ezio. We should not wait.
Bartolomeo is right.
They must pay for Mario's death.
Do not worry. They will die. You have my word.
Oh, they're worried. No, I would hope that Ezio takes care of business this time, knowing what happened from last time.
Ser Ezio, I represent the combined resources of Bartolomeo del Viano, Claudio Auditore, and La Volpe. Through my associates spread across the city, you can channel your florins to any part of the underground you desire. You may have seen notices posted around Roma which allow you to purchase buildings. Income from your new tenants will be deposited with bookkeepers, as well as additional profit from renovations. Bookkeepers can be found throughout the city.
Molto bene.
Sequence 4, Den of Thieves. Before I made it all the way to the first mission objective, I got a little sidetracked. We saw Christina again, or rather a woman that resembles her. And if we go up and talk to her, we go back into another memory. I will skip this database entry for the most part, except for what you see here, because it's the same as the last game. So, Firenze, 1476.
Thank you for coming.
Christina's is also the same, so we're gonna go ahead and skip it.
Of course. Tell me, what can I do?
My family's bodies. I can't just leave them hanging from the gallows. I need to give them last rites. Send them on to the next world.
Capisco. Lead the way, Ezio.
Last rites. Give Federico, Giovanni, and Petruccio Auditore a proper burial. Alright.
Molly.
It said, escort Christina to the gallows, which does not sound good for her, but we have a little context here.
Follow me. They've already been cut down.
What are we going to do?
Hide yourself. I'm going to have a little talk with that guard.
There he is!
Maybe I should taunt him. Come on, dude. There we go.
Where are the bodies that hung here?
They've already been taken.
Where? Tell me where they are.
I don't know. I think they were taking them down to the river to dump them.
No.
Another database entry from the last game. No changes here.
What will you do?
Only one thing to do. Kill them.
No, don't do that. They did nothing wrong.
They follow orders unquestioningly. That makes them...
Ezio?
Va bene. I'll sneak behind their backs. Get my family, one at a time if I have to. And carry them down to the river.
Be careful.
Alright, well there was 2 guards on patrol in that alleyway, so we're just gonna go around, perhaps on top of the buildings.
Most entertaining.
No treasure chests in there, so we're good. Alright, let's jump into the flower petals. Yeah, it was a big rat. So we'll just wait for them to make their way around. Well, they don't see us now, so that's good. Pick up Federico. Place him on the boat. And this, I guess, okay, so before, Claudia asked if they got a proper burial, and Ezio responded with a yes, but we never did anything about it. So I guess this solves it. I thought that this would be more about Christina. It's not. I guess it just seems to cover that point of what he said. So. It is nice to see that he was able to do this for his family, even though they have hilarious positions when he puts them down on the boat. Alright, and finally, Giovanni. We almost got caught there. These three guards aren't, like, freaking out.
I have to leave the city. Christina, I want you to come with me.
I want to. But I can't. My family.
So we'll always be together, Christina.
It's you.
Did he just give Christina a Templar cross? I mean, it was nice, so I guess. Alright, the Rosa in Fiore. I don't know how we didn't get this one before. It has a glyph on it. Founded in 1480, the Rosa in Fiore was known for its preferential treatment for members of the Vatican. The higher the rank, the more women allowed in the room at once. Madonna Solari, the first proprietor, developed a close friendship with several cardinals, eventually taking bribes for information about the assassins. Apparently she outlived her usefulness. Once Claudia took over, members of the clergy came in more often than they ever did before, and Claudia had ways of making them talk. Wait, that went down wrong. I meant to write she was very persuasive. That's wrong too. She had a way with words. Descriptive words. Oh, forget it. Alright, I looked around for a bit. Finally, I found it here. It's on the side of the building. You have to go to the top of the tower, kind of drop down in. And here we go with this box thingy. I believe this is Cluster 5. Cluster 5, there it is.
Loading. Scanning. 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 What am I? What am I? Lost.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Well, that was kind of creepy.
Loading.
Not sure if there was a message in there somewhere. Democratic nations were built, each led by a powerful vizier known today by a different name, who made a move to block the Templar advance. Okay, what do we got? So, appears to be the Queen right in front of the... that won't work. That's... okay, that would have both worked. Okay, so I have to use my Queen for that? And it's weird that we did this right
Loading.
away. Is that the end of it? Okay, nope, it's not. Let's go through these pictures. From a bolt of electricity, governments fell. Okay, so there's a little message here. Let's read it. A quick search would tell us that this is a rotating cipher, and it says E was going to nationalize them. This one says September 11th. The caption on this one says ITT. It appears that's where we want to look right there. There are two Abstergo signs and the electricity. Okay, HK masterminded it. There's the Abstergo symbol. Let's see. I've got Chile, 1964. The people cheered his name until 1973. What do we got here? The issues are much too important for the Chilean voters to be left to decide for themselves. Alright, nothing else there. Next. This one's pretty big, I just didn't want to miss anything. Alright, Coupe Diete Shah Palvi Shaban Jafari and Savak take over to terrorize citizens and protect capitalism oil interests, but was that their only motive? Hired actor. The protest had a lot of hired actors in it. Nature shows us basic order and hierarchy are necessary. Augusto Pinochet. Alright, here's another. That one says more than 300 killed. Salvador Allende wanted the people to own Chile's corporations. Okay, nothing there. Nothing with that guy. Alright, we would like your economic program to succeed, and we will do our best to help you. Argentina, 1970, 30,000 people disappeared in the raids. Okay, here's another one. This one says United Fruit Company, U.S. Bank. Car companies transferred their corporate debt to the Argentine public. Alright, and then we got our rotating puzzle here again. And the first key says that the U, or the upside down U rather, goes on the 3, which makes the 7 the half circle. So that one's correct. The X over the 3, which is either that space or the other space. Oh, the box. Okay, so the 3 is either that one or that one. That is over the 1, which would make 7 that one. And then 2, that's the 3 lines, making 9. That one. Let's try it. Okay, so that means that 3 is most likely wrong. Messed up on that one. Okay, so 5 being the boxes, making 3. No, that'd be wrong. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll tell you when I figure it out. All right, I think I got it. Looking at it here now. Well, I mean, I guess we'll try it. Access granted.
Loading.
Okay, restricted handling. Classified message. Subject, South America. If we are to ensure the company's success, company agents must be able to move freely from country to country and maintain power within all of them. A global international order must be implemented. Argentina. Tell the capitalists that if they help ensure the junta remain in power, we will pass all their corporate debt on to the Argentine people. That will ensure they crush any popular revolt. I want the trade unions destroyed if we are to move forward. Chile. The free market must be allowed to prevail. F's visit last year helped things along, but now all public companies need to be sold to the private sector, ideally on the cheap. The price of bread and other staples must rise. I want to ensure the people remain married in poverty and unable to resist. Any trace of this plan should appear to implicate the U.S. government. The company's involvement must remain hidden. For successful examples of a similar opening of the markets, look no further than the 1953 liberation of Iran and the 1954 liberation of Guatemala. And it's signed, but I do not know by whom.
Loading. Quarantine zone.
Okay, we're at their quarantine zone now. What's this say? Okay, got our little Templar symbol there. Okay, wages should be lowered to keep the middle class subservient to us. Left to the fair and free competition of the market and should never be controlled by the interference of a popularly elected government, the legislature, period. Okay, there we go. And next one. That one. And one more, maybe. Come on. Okay, nope. Well, we'll get it. Okay, there we go. Quarantine lifted. Now we get to see nothing because these things never show us anything. I think I saw an eye in that one. Glad that's over. Alright, let's go.
How much coin do you have, Corpse?
Okay, we've run into some thieves here. The bandits that attacked our friends, maybe. But these guys do this on a regular. So we can murder them and take all their stuff, because they have a lot of stuff, and then we can move on. Okay, we're at our mission.
Salve, cittadini di Roma! Behold a sight most splendid! Catrina Sfoza, she-whore of Forli, has at last been brought to heel.
Ha! No one kneels as low as Lucrezia Borgia! Who put you up to this? Was it your brother or your father? Perhaps a bit of both? Perhaps at the same time?
Chiudi la bocca! None speak ill of the Borgia! The same will happen to any who defy us!
Good people of Roma! Stay strong! You will be free! Your time will come, I swear it!
They are going to torture her.
You are here for Cesare and Rodrigo.
Caterina is a powerful ally. If we help her now while she is weak, she will aid us in return.
Perhaps. But kill Cesare and Rodrigo first.
Castello Crasher. Infiltrate Castello Sant Angello and assassinate Cesare and Rodrigo. Ezio, don't play. You know, you just want to get into her pants again. Or maybe they're called bloomers. They might be called bloomers. Anyway. What's this? Let's try and get in a different way. We're gonna speed things up through this, or it'll take a long, long time.
Forget the Pope, you only answer to me. Roma is the pillar that holds our entire enterprise aloft. She cannot waver, which means neither can you.
What of Il Vaticano?
That tired old man's club. Play along for now, but soon we will have no need of them.
She's left us Roma. She'll be in good hands.
I wonder who those guys were. I wonder if they're gonna be on our list. And Cesare there seems to not care about what his father says, which is probably good for us. But who knows yet. I just wanted to stop here and say, just watch this. Alright, so I pull up my hidden blade, and then I jump like 15 feet in the air to kill that guy. I mean, that's crazy. Ezio's got some jump in him. Maybe he should have played basketball instead.
Cesare.
Lucrezia. I hope you have treated our guest with kindness.
That mouth on her. How I'd love to sew it shut.
I rather like it open myself.
Oh.
Have you talked to the Pope about the funds requested by my banker?
He is away from the Castello, and he might need some convincing when he returns.
That shouldn't be a problem, should it?
No. Only it gets quite lonely here. You and I spend so little time together these days, busy as you are with your other conquests.
Soon. Once I have secured the throne of Italia, you
are going to be my queen. And your loneliness will be a thing of the past.
I cannot wait.
Behave yourself while I am gone.
Okay, that was weird, and I feel like he's very short-sighted, and also I feel like there's a little incest going on. Cesare Borgia, DOB 1475 or 76, profession noble captain general of the Papal Forces, born to Rodrigo Borgia's mistress Venosa. Cesare studied law, then became a cardinal when he was only 18. Meanwhile, his older brother Juan, Rodrigo's favorite, became the captain general of the Papal Forces. Cesare realized that his life as a cardinal would lead to a dead end. His brother was going to get everything. He knew exactly what he had to do. Juan had to go. By 1499, Juan was dead, and Cesare had become the captain general. He married a royal French bride, securing her title and an alliance with King Louis. With the aid of the king's forces, Cesare marched on Romagna. His ruthless drive for power was unprecedented. Get this, when Cesare conquered Faenza, he invited the much-beloved lord of the city, the gallant 17-year-old Astorre III Manfredi, into his army. Astorre and Cesare really hit it off, but Astorre posed a threat to Cesare. He was lord of Faenza due to his bloodline. So when Cesare got back to Rome, he had both Astorre and his younger brother drowned by tying rocks to their feet and throwing them in the Tiber. Cesare also proved to be a brilliant general. He seized the city of Urbino without a fight through the help of the Pope. The plan was simple. The Pope requested a loan of artillery from the Duke, his supposed ally. Once the Duke had sent the artillery, Urbino was defenseless and Cesare invaded. A cipher to all around him. At one point, Isabella d'Este sent Cesare 100 masks to congratulate him on a victory. Cesare's motivations were unreadable by his enemies, and his actions notoriously brutal. Sorry for butchering anything that I said in there. Some of these words are hard to pronounce, as I've said before.
Open the gate! The Captain General is leaving for Urbino! Buona fortuna, Padron Cesare!
Machiavelli is going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, with that, we're not going to find Cesare around to kill him. So, yeah, I guess next is just to find Catrina.
Open her cell. How was the journey to Roma? Did you sit in Cesare's private carriage? You're pathetic, Lucrezia. What did he talk about? His plans for Napoli? Did you like it? I can't remember. Perhaps you will remember this. Ah! That put you in your place. Lock it and give me the key.
A little bit of jealousy I sense. Okay, Lucrezia Borgia. Date of birth 1480, profession noble daughter of the Pope. Raised from childhood to be a pawn in her father's schemes, Lucrezia was married 3 times to serve the Pope's interests. Wow. The first marriage occurred when she was only 13. Ugh. To Giovanni Sforza. Wow, okay. To help her father the papal relationship with Milan. But when the Pope turned against Milan, he had no further use for the marriage. Cesare threatened to have Giovanni murdered, and he fled in order to annul the marriage. The Pope ultimately had Giovanni declared impotent. With the marriage deflated, the Pope was free to set up another one, this time to Alfonso of Aragon, cementing a partnership with Naples. Cesare hated the 19-year-old Alfonso for taking Lucrezia's attention away from him, and in 1500 he stabbed Alfonso. Despite receiving several serious wounds, Alfonso didn't die. He miraculously recovered over the following weeks. Once he had done the impossible and risen from bed, Cesare instructed Micheletto to strangle him. Lucrezia was thrown out of the room, and while she ran to the Pope to ask for help, Alfonso was murdered. Note, this was not the first time Cesare has killed a man connected to Lucrezia. He had drowned Pietro Calderon, the papal chamberlain, in 1498 for getting close to her. Lucrezia's third husband, Alfonso d'Este, was very reluctant to marry her, understandably, but the Pope's strategy for Central Italy required that he cement relations with Ferrara. So he paid Alfonso's father, Ercole, the Duke of Ferrara, 300,000 ducats, along with other privileges, to secure the match. The two were married but weren't exclusive. Lucrezia slept with the poet Bembo and Francesco II Gonzaga. Their relationship ended when Francesco developed syphilis. Lucrezia died from complications, giving birth to her 8th child in 1519. What about those other 7 children, you may ask? Find out next week on Romance Gone Wrong. Yeah, according to this, these guys are just the worst. Rescue Catrina Sfoza from her prison cell. Yeah, so there's a little love triangle, and the tip of the triangle is always changing because Lucrezia is being used, and then also because her brother is a weirdo, and I'm sure that clearly she's like part of it, so that's saying not a whole lot. Anyways, let's continue.
What are you doing here?
Paying a visit to the tailor.
Rescuing me will provoke Cesare's wrath.
Fortunately for us, he is away. Any chance there is a second key?
The guard handed his to Lucrezia, so I assume not.
Do you know where she is?
Her quarters are at the top of the Castello.
Alright, stay here. That key is as good as mine.
I'm not going anywhere.
Femme Fatale. Obtain the key to Catrina's cell from Lucrezia Borgia. Do not lose more than 10 health squares. Well, we don't even have 10, so let's do this. A couple of new emails, but we'll worry about that maybe later. This is already going way longer than I wanted it to. So let's speed her up and get to Lucrezia's.
I love you so. I want to sing it to the heavens.
Please, you must whisper it only to yourself. If Cesare found out, who knows what he would do.
Are you not?
What was that?
I'm late for rehearsal. Farewell, my love.
I heard the entire exchange, mia signora, and can vouch for it.
Good. Tell Cesare. We shall see how it feels when the shoe is on the other foot.
Yes, signora.
He loves me. He loves me not.
Pietro Rossi. Date of birth 1470. Profession actor. First an actor in Aerosol di Esta's Theater in Frara. In 1494, Pietro left the company for Rome after he was caught in bed with an actress playing one of the three Graces. Unlike the theaters in other countries, Italian troupes included women. The argument was that if men in the audience could be exposed to females with all their devilish charms, they would be prepared to resist them in person, because that's why people go to the theater, to learn to be more chaste. Once in Rome, Pietro joined Cardinal Raphael Uraio's theater, performing the ancient Roman plays of Seneca, Plautus, and Terence. Although classicism doesn't seem to have cooled him down, he appears quite frequently on the registers of the Rosa in Fiore actors. Lucrezia does seem to... Is she talking about Cesare, or is she talking about the actor guy?
Please, continue. I did not mean to interrupt.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze. How nice to finally meet after hearing so much. A pity Cesare is no longer here. He would have enjoyed this.
My fight is not with you, Lucrezia. Free Caterina, and I will stand down.
Impossible.
Then you leave me no choice.
Guards!
Alright, we'll make quick work of these guards and get back to getting that key off of Lucrezia.
Why won't you die,
I cannot leave you out here to cause trouble, so you're coming with me. Scream, however, and I will be forced to take your tongue.
Well, don't make empty threats, Ezio. Let's cut her out of there.
Rescuing princesses from castles now?
Speaking of which, I'm glad that she wasn't in the top of this.
I bet you think you're doing great things. Charging around, killing whomever you wish.
Sometimes. I'll have to let her go and she's gonna run away or something. Oh, there she goes. Alright, let's speed up with this.
Do you know what became of the patsy once your hunt was finished? Your dear friend Lorenzo stripped them of everything and threw them into prison, even those who played no part in the conspiracy.
Well, did he...
The women were forbidden to marry, and the family tombstones were erased. Wiped from the history books. Poof! Just like that.
If this keeps happening, it's gonna get so annoying. It's already a little bit annoying.
You ignored the consequences of your actions, content to set events into motion, but unwilling to see them through. Cesare will finish what he started and bring peace to Italia! He kills for a higher purpose, unlike you!
The ignorant make easy targets.
Whatever, my words are wasted here. Hypocrita.
Salute, Lucrezia. How I've missed you.
Vai a farti fottere, Troia!
Always a pleasure. Bring her here, I'll take the key. Classy.
Guards! Guards!
That's enough out of you!
Can you walk?
No.
I guess we are going out the front.
The burdens we carry. Escape from the Castello with Catrina and head for the stables. Great, another person to carry. Okay, so I did this several times so I could get 100% sync. So I kind of know where the guards are gonna be and stationed and whatever.
What are you doing, Ezio?
I'm killing these guys before they see me.
Why save me, Ezio? With Forli taken, I am useless to you.
Ezio cares about her.
You have a family.
It is not your family. That night at the villa, I had to ensure our allegiance to protect Forli. Do you understand, Ezio?
E la politica. Of course. I knew it. You did not explain.
He's like, I knew it. Why me?
Come, Ezio, this way.
Caterina, did Cesare...
No. My name must still have some small value. I was left unspoiled. Ezio, this way, per favore.
Did you hear that breathing? Was that him? Oh, what the heck. Alright, well we're almost out to the gate. I think.
Don't you dare! Figlio di puttana. Never do that to me again.
I don't know why they do that camera crap. Where the camera's like positioned in one spot and then you gotta move it around. It's so annoying. They do it when you gotta jump from one ledge to another, and then you're confused. Do I press back? Do I press over? Like, he's jumping back, but you have to press over to do it now, because it's that weird camera angle. And then those ones that just happened at the hay bale, that one is super, super touchy. Just like the ones in the puzzles and the glyphs. If you have to scroll around with them, they're super touchy. Yeah, it's like you touch the side of the screen and it's like you move like a mile.
It seems to open from over there.
Very well. You stay right here. Don't move.
Hurry, Ezio.
Ride across the bridge. I will cover you.
Guardians of Forli escort Catrina on horseback as she flees from the Castello Sant Angello. Achieve a kill streak of at least 5 guards.
He won't get far. Your aim is here. Aspettate.
Here! Here! Go to Isola Tiberina. Find Machiavelli there. He will be waiting for me.
What about you?
Someone has to stay here and distract the guards.
Get back in one piece, or I will never forgive myself.
Go!
The poor guys, a couple of them dropped their umbrellas. Alright, we just gotta get 5 guards killed in this 1 minute and 17 seconds. I think we can do that. There's 4. Alright, one more. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be so many of them. I mean, that was 5. I had to do this a bunch of times too. I don't know what it wants, but eventually I got it.
Who's that?
Quick! Back to the Castello!
I guess now we just gotta finish off the rest of these guards and head on out. And with that, we complete that quest. And, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and end this episode here. It's gone on for a very long time. So if you made it this far, I really do appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want. Take it easy for the rest of your day. See you next time, maybe.